Hi everybody, I am Ben Green and I'm here with my two best friends,
Anthony Thomas,
Jermaine Sneed,
and my other best friend, the now new and improved
Kim, not Evan. Kim.
Kim.
It's Kim.
One of my favorite people. We just saw the movie Two Guns, which is about
a DEA agent and a naval intelligence officer find themselves on the run after a botched attempt to infiltrate a drug cartel. While fleeing, they learn the secret of their shaky alliance. Neither knew that the other one was an undercover agent. This movie stars Denzel Washington, Mark Wahlberg, Bill Paxton, and my man, Fred Ward.
We just saw the movie Two Guns, which I was exceptionally excited about seeing. Woo! Man, this was a thrill and a half, guys. Jermaine, one of the things that I really liked about the movie was the excessive realism throughout. What do you think about that? Do you agree with the realism of this movie? I mean, they got some heavy hitting actors in there.
They do have some heavy-hitting actors in there, and I'm glad, because they had to act like this could actually happen. And it could not. I mean, everything they did in this movie was just totally impossible. And that was my main problem with the whole film, besides the bad writing in general.
Oh, wow. So you think it was exceptionally bad writing? Very
Not
bad?
even-
Like,
you know
how
what?
would you put it?
If people don't know this, there are screenplays and then there's dialogue put into it. I thought the dialogue was okay, and it made me laugh out loud a couple times, but just overall storytelling, not so much.
I have a feeling that, just from the impression that I got from the film, I think the dialogue between Mark Wahlberg and Denzel, which is awesome, which is fantastic, actually.
Yes.
I really think that was something that, I mean, it may have been written, but I think it was written based on improv they did earlier on.
I totally agree with
that.
you. Totally
because it
agree with you.
sticks out in the movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
their
it
chemistry
does.
worked
I
on
agree.
film. Yeah.
That was one of the major things I was really worried about with this movie, and I know you hated this movie, Ben, and Jermaine, you don't really give a rat's ass about it, but I actually did enjoy it, and I know Kim enjoyed it as well,
Yeah.
which is weird, but
Yeah, that's very weird.
but yeah.
Why is that weird?
Because we never agree on anything.
Really?
On anything.
Mm-mm.
How do you feel about that, Kim?
I don't know. Because if one was a member of the DEA and one was a member of the Naval Special Forces, I mean, wouldn't they be aware of the tactics and be able to prepare? Although, really though, kind of from your perspective, they really didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
They had zero time to prepare.
So, yeah, I guess it is kind of...
It's just impossible.
Yeah, impossible.
It's just impossible.
Well,
Now, if you put, somebody like, I don't know, Mission Impossible. If this movie was Mission Impossible, I may agree with you.
because impossible's in the title.
Exactly.
Okay, I can go with that.
I can go with that.
All
But
right.
you don't just stroll into a naval base. It don't
Yeah,
happen.
that is... Well, he didn't really stroll. He kind of just...
Gate crashed.
Yeah.
They be dead. Go.
And they missed. Yeah, I'm sure that they would have ended up...
Hold on, I will say this. Y'all are nitpicking about the possibility of these
That's
things
a
happening.
nitpick?
No, here, I'm serious. Listen, it's an action movie. It's a buddy cop action movie between Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. I don't really care if it's realistic, whether or not they could bust into to an army base or not. Point is, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Kind of a slow pace for an action film.
film.
Now, guys, okay, we can talk about the sexy, muscular Marky Mark. We can talk about the flabby, disgusting,
Sexy Denzel.
yeah,
Still
incredibly
sexy.
Yeah, incredibly talented Denzel. But we're leaving out a crucial member of
One
this cast.
sexy tornado chasing son of a bitch.
No one. The extreme! The
Extreme!
extreme! Here, folks. And if you don't know who that is, that's Bill Paxton.
Food.
Oh, man. The coolest man alive. This is probably my favorite part since Aliens. It just so good. He's amazing. Plays the CIA agent. And what do you guys think about that? I mean, come on.
This is my favorite Bill Paxton role that he's played since Chet from Weird Science.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. You're throwing it way back.
Wow.
I
Film
thought,
knowledge.
I thought Bill Paxton rocked the shit in this movie.
He was great.
This is the most intimidating I've ever seen him in any movie, and he was just cool as hell.
Bill Paxton, all around. Amazing. Jay, what do you think about him in this role in particular?
I think you wrapped it all up. I mean, I have never seen a more intimidating Texan CIA agent in my life. Oh, wait, I've never seen that before. But he played it well. I love the way he played it. Like, he was one of the top parts of this movie for me, definitely. Loved it.
Ben, what did you think about it?
I thought he was fantastic. I was really hoping he was going to be some kind of distant cousin to GW, because they were really they were really playing that up. Like they were talking about kind of like, you know, it was very mysterious, his background initially, right?
They were.
Yeah, who they are and weird. And he had like this. I swear he was channeling GW, like just old school Governor GW, and I loved it personally. I thought it was fantastic. Really made the movie far more interesting. And the scene with him and Denzel, I thought that was really, really good, actually. They have a nice one-on-one where it's really one's trying to intimidate the other.
Yeah.
And they actually really show a lot of like acting chops, and it's actually done very, very well. It's not... my problem with Denzel in this film is that he's a ridiculously good actor.
Yeah. And
the movie gets really kind of silly. It's kind of like, Kim, you mentioned Tango and Cash. It has like that kind of vibe sometimes, but all of a sudden Denzel will be in a scene and he's just acting this strong dramatic role.
The scene when I don't want to spoil it, but the scene when he finds something in his apartment.
Yes.
That was a dramatic scene. I'm like, that's a little heavy-handed for this film.
It is.
I liked it. I honestly do.
And you guys,
you guys can look at me and I can understand about pacing and everything, but the fact that he is such a serious, dramatic person like that makes those scenes with him and Mark Wahlberg funnier to me. Like the whole back and forth at the diner scenes where they're calling each other on the phone, all that back and forth on the phones, I liked it. I got it. I thought it was funny.
I think it makes his character weird. This may be going a little bit askew, and you're probably going to cut this out, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay.
When Denzel is busting into the Corpus Christi Naval Base, and he's got Cyclops in the office, and he's got him going down, and he throws him over the desk. Was I the only one thinking that he was about to get prison real on him?
You definitely
You were the
okay.
You're the
I was like,
only
he's
one.
about to rip it down and be like, okay, motherfucker, tell me where the money is.
No.
Like shove up his ass?
Yeah, like he,
Like the gun.
yeah, but then and maybe other things.
Oh wow. Okay. Listen,
yeah, I think
as
you were alone
as
on that.
you are.
Was it just
Dearest
me?
and oldest friends.
Yeah,
I can see where that could have gone through your mind.
yeah.
But yeah, you're alone on this one.
You're alone.
I was
No.
thinking Training Day.
Not
Boosted!
Thank you. All right, guys. We saw two guns. We laughed, we cried. It was a crazy moment.
We laughed, you cried.
I thought the movie was wretched and horrible, and despite some good scenes, some good moments, not worth going to pay your tickets. Not worth going to pay to see it. Kimbo Slice, what do you think?
Like I said, I thought it was a great movie. I got to see Mark Wahlberg run around in tight pants. I'm going to keep putting that out there. So, ladies, yeah, go see it.
Denzel shirtless. Jay, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I don't think the movie was just terrible, like my man Ben Green. You know, it made me laugh a little bit. You know, it kind of reminded me of Bad Boys back in the day, maybe a little bit. Maybe Bad Boys 2, but, you know, Denzel brought a lot of weight to it. It just didn't quite work for me. I think if you saw this on Netflix, you would be pretty satisfied. However, I cannot recommend going to see this movie. Chemistry between Denzel and Marky Mark, though, awesome.
Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Fuck you on both counts. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts, man? Closing thoughts on Two Guns.
My closing thoughts on this, like I said a minute, man, I wasn't expecting to like this movie at all, but I genuinely did. I thought it was a fun, entertaining, yes, albeit slow-paced action film. I enjoyed it. The chemistry between the two of them were there. The dialogue was great. You just got to take your mind out of it a little bit and not be so cynical about this film and just enjoy it.
This movie proves to me that I would rather not watch the movie and I would rather hang out with Denzel and Marky Mark instead.
Wow. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Next week, we have a lot of movies to see. Elysium. What am I missing, guys?
Percy motherfucking Jackson 2, bitch!
Yeah, so that's coming out.
Yeah, for the kids.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What's a good comedy coming out? There's a good comedy coming out next week. The Family. What
Isn't that
Jennifer
Aniston stripper movie?
Sure, that's what we're going to go with. So anyway, we'll check all those movies out for you. Thanks so much for tuning in again. And we are out of here!